Yes guys, I'm quitting crypto, and in this video I'm going to show you guys everything you need to know on why am I doing this, what does this mean for Bitcoin, what is next for Bitcoin, and what can we expect from Bitcoin. Plus I will give you guys a lot of analysis on why Bitcoin is currently in a really rough position. So I first want to start with some analysis on why am I potentially quitting crypto or what is going on with crypto, and then I want to go and head straight into the normal analysis I always do. So right now, if we look at this chart right here, then this is the time frame we have been trading in for the same range. So this is the same range we have been trading in. This is what you call a range. And we have right now been trading between $25,000 and $31,000 for the last 200 plus days. It's absolutely crazy, time flies, but since we have been creating this range, we have been trading in this exact range for more than 200 days right now, which is absolutely freaking crazy. And if you're wondering, this is just about a 23% range, so that's not even that much. If we then zoom in a little bit right here, we can see that we have been trading in an even smaller range. This range is about 12%. And we have been trading in this exact range right now for over 56 days, which is absolutely crazy how boring this shit is. And this means that everyone is right now starting to lose interest in Bitcoin, and maybe I am also just starting to look a little bit less into Bitcoin and crypto in general, because it's just currently so freaking boring. Nothing is happening. Volume is completely drying up. It's absolutely crazy. Plus, Google Trends is showing a significant dip into crypto searches. It's also just at an all-time low in searches since 2021 or something. It's absolutely crazy. So yes guys, what we are in right now is called a waiting phase or a consolidation phase. If we look at this chart right here, we can see that we have been in the same waiting phase already. So here we bottomed out, that was exactly right here. And then right now we are in this waiting phase right here. And the waiting phase right here can also be seen on our last bear market. This was basically a range we have been trading in. It was a little bit of a bigger range back then, but right now it's even smaller range. But it's a range where Bitcoin basically trades in the same stupid ass range for the next like 200 days. It's really boring. At some point you can just of course swing trade this, but it's just really boring, and you want to see some crazy price action either to the downside or upside. And especially if Bitcoin gets into a really small range, there's also just less to talk about for Bitcoin, less to trade, especially if the volume is also declining like crazy. If we look at this chart right here, we take a look at the volume, then we can clearly see that the volume is currently dropping really significantly. If we look here, for example, right here, we can see that the volume was previously right here massive, and right now it's just completely stagnating right here. Within the last few weeks, just straight up no volume at all, which is of course really boring. And less volume also just straight up means less money to make, because all less people are in the market trading, meaning you just don't have a lot of money to trade with. So that's why I actually want to quit crypto. And of course guys, I'm not actually quitting crypto. It was for the dramatic effect, maybe a little bit of clickbait. However, what I do want to say is that you are right now in a phase where Bitcoin is not going to do much, and you don't have to be in the crypto space every single day. You can right now see on my channel that I'm also not posting every single day a video, straight up because Bitcoin is not doing as much currently. There's just not much volume and not much to talk about. And I'm currently also looking at other ways to make money here in this waiting phase, so I can buy even more Bitcoin right now before we go crazy to the upside. So you might wonder, well, when is this waiting phase going to be over? Well, it's either going to be over when we break the upside of this range, $31,000, which is currently not likely at all, or if we break the downside of this range at 25k, which seems a lot more likelier because Bitcoin is still in a downtrend. And if we don't break either of the upside or downside, so we don't break this or this, then we are simply going to range something like this all the way till the halving, and maybe even a little bit after the halving before shooting up like crazy. So yes guys, be prepared that there is a chance that the next 6 months are going to be even more boring, with potential even less volatility and just a small pump and dump here and there before we reach the halving, and then of course Bitcoin is going to go absolutely nuclear. And of course guys, Bitcoin is not going anywhere, crypto is not going anywhere, but currently what we are just experiencing is just a lot of boring price action. Now that being said, I want to of course still jump into some analysis because Bitcoin is still doing some interesting things, and there is a chance that Bitcoin is right now going to break the downside of this range, potentially going for a massive move to the downside, which is definitely going to be really interesting. So if we look at this chart right here, then we can see right now that we broke out of this symmetrical triangle just yesterday basically. Yesterday I didn't post a video, but we can right now see that we perfectly broke out of it, and the second we broke out of it right here, we retested it perfectly. And if you took a short position right here, like I've been saying a lot, then this would have been a really nice trade with about a 2.5% move to the downside with leverage, which is of course really nice. With leverage it could have been easily a 50% dump to the downside. If you're wondering how do I trade leverage, if you go right now to the first link in the description and sign up a Bybit account using my link, you will actually get up to $30,000 completely for free. Plus we are also going to host a massive giveaway to everyone who is signed up with my Bybit link. So if you go right now sign up, you will also be able to enter into that. So yeah, go to the first link in the description. That being said, currently Bitcoin is in a downtrend. If we look at this chart right here, we can clearly see that we went from higher highs right here to right now lower lows, and we can clearly see that this downtrend is potentially over. The only way this uptrend of course is over, sorry, we are right now going into a downtrend. The only way to potentially save this is if we potentially start to go to the downside right now here over on the one if we go to the upside, oh my god, I'm not sure what I'm saying, but if we go to the upside right here, then that is the only way we are going to save this uptrend, and that will actually make a lot of sense as well if we just simply go to the upside right here, because we are right now at pretty good support. However, do know that if we break it, there is a massive chance that we are going to go all the way down to $24,200 and potentially a lot lower if we don't hold that level. So yeah, right now Bitcoin is actually at a pretty big scenario. Or are we going to hold this and make another higher high, or are we going to flip this into resistance and go down like crazy? So yes guys, Bitcoin is right now at a massive crucial decision. So I will definitely keep on monitoring it, and if we do decide to get a breakout or breakdown, then that is of course going to be really important, and I will definitely let you guys know. We can right now see that we saw a small pump from it. However, we seem we are already going to the downside again here right now over at the $27,000 area again. We can see we are already breaking to the downside right now when I'm making this video. If I probably jump into the 5-minute chart right now, we can see that we are dumping like crazy again, and like I expected and like I saw, we are right now going to the downside again, which is not good at all. If we look at this chart, then we can see right now that we are creating a rising wedge, which is a typical bearish pattern as well. So if we go to the downside, there is still a lot of big chance that we are simply going to come to the downside again. So yes guys, like I said in the last video, right here, it's genuinely over for Bitcoin. You might want to check it out because I'm saying and showing you guys exactly what is currently happening in the world with the war, with the recession, and what is currently happening with Bitcoin. It's really important to watch it. I will definitely link it up right there or something in one of those cards. So yeah, make sure to check it out because Bitcoin is right now going for a massive move potentially. And you need to check out why this is probably going to be to the downside. That being said guys, that was the video for today. If you learned something from this video, please consider liking this video and subscribing to my channel, because even though Bitcoin is boring, we are right now gaining a lot of subscribers, and I do really appreciate you guys for that. So let's see if we can hit 400 subscribers this week. It will be absolutely crazy. The views are also actually doing quite good on my channel. If we look at other crypto channels, we can see that the views are going down drastically. However, my channel is right now spiking up a little bit again, so I do genuinely appreciate that. That being said guys, I hope I will see you in my next YouTube crypto video.